But now, before we dive into section 63, let's talk about some of the roots of apostasy and some of the causes of what's going on here.
So we will talk about specific things that happened with Ezra Booth and others that they chose to leave the church. I'd like to talk about the word apostasy. Let me begin with this word, to stand. You might think of, I'm standing right here. We often use the phrase, stand ye in holy places, like as immovable. The word stand actually comes from the same word that you might be familiar with if we have this country called the United States. And each state, right, is supposed to be immovable, but they're together, they're united. You hear this word in science, stasis. It means a steady state where things aren't changing. Also, in the United States, we have something called the Constitution. And it literally means to stand together. And think about how God wants his people to be one, not the same, but to be united. Zion. It means to stand together. So, how does apostasy fit into this? So you can see that you got the word stasis or stand, and apo means away or to leave. So apostasy literally means to stand away from. So if God asks you to gather with him and to stand with him in unity with his people, if you decide to walk away from that and to stand away from God's unity, his oneness, his people, his Zion, that is apostasy. It's stepping away, and it's standing elsewhere. It's standing not with God, but standing by yourself, or standing with people who choose not to stand with God. And we'll see this. And there are many ways that people can choose to no longer want to stand with God. Now let's just make it clear. Do all of us, metaphorically, stumble or fall or sometimes find ourselves not completely unified with God? It happens. The beauty is every single week we have the opportunity to partake of the sacrament and to declare our intention and our purposefulness to stand with God, to be together with him. But if somebody chooses to intently and purposely and permanently stand away from God, that is apostasy. Stand with God, stand in holy places, and you will be saved.